everybody. Come and have a seat on your mat. Sit on a block or sit on a blanket, whatever makes you the most comfortable. And just find your sits bones when you sit. My name is Alex, and I'm coming to you from the beautiful Long Beach, New York. And welcome to Yoga Shanti Live. I hope that you will enjoy this class. We're going to be working on just opening our chest, opening our back, and opening the sides of our body so that we can really breathe better. I feel like the confinement in this quarantine is maybe stifling our breath. And you really do need to take the time to sit down and open up each side of the rib cage, open up the chest to let breath in, open up the back to let breath in. So let's sit comfortably, make sure your hips are above your knees, and just close your eyes gently. Feel the sits bones grounding down as your chest lifts high, shoulders are relaxed, your jaw is relaxed, your neck, your forehead, and just find your breath. And after a long day, it might be a little on the shallow side, so just notice that. Count how long your inhale is, and count how long your exhale is. Notice as you're breathing if you're holding tension any place specific. Maybe it's in your jaw, maybe it's in your hips or your belly. And just take a note. Observe it. And now let's start opening up our breath a little bit more. Maybe you take the shorter end, whether it's your exhale or your inhale, and you just extend it by one count. Notice as you're breathing, whether you can feel the front of your rib cage or the sides or the back really doing most of the work. And see if you can now take that breath into a different area. Maybe pull it towards your back. And now maybe pull it to your sides. See if you're still holding tension and let it go. Let yourself drop into this ease. 4 more breaths. And slowly let your eyes open. Reach your arms out, bringing your palms together into Anjali Mudra. Take your thumbs, push them into your chest, and just let it lift up a little bit more. Feel the sits bones grounding down into your block and blanket. Bow your head and dedicate your practice. And relax your palms down. If you have a strap, please grab your strap. If not, maybe you have a towel or a tie, a dog leash, any of those are great. The first thing I want us to do is really open up our arms, our shoulders. That's where we hold a lot of our tension. So take your belt or your strap out very, very long and reach your arms way up and pull them back all the way behind you. And now reach back, keeping the arms straight. So if you have it too short, you're gonna find yourself bending. So keep your arms nice and long. This should be really easy. We just wanna open up the chest and pull it forward, and maybe just do a little cat pose here, releasing the back. Inhale, lift the chest up, baby cow pose. Exhale. Inhale the arms up. Exhale into cat pose. Inhale the arms up. Exhale into cow pose. And inhale, exhale into cat. Inhale up, exhale into cow. And just do this a couple more times on your own breath. Letting those shoulders open and release. Getting the tension out of them. Lifting the chest up so you're getting out of the slunch. And one more time. And bring that forward and relax. Take your hands down. You can just toss that over to the side. Take your right palm, place it on the side of the mat. Take your left arm up to your ear and reach over to the side, bending that right arm. Now take your head up and look underneath your armpit and pull the inhale into the left side of the rib cage. Then one more time, inhale, opening up the whole left side, and exhale. And now let your neck release, maybe even shake it out a little bit. And inhale, stretch a little bit further through that left side. And exhale, push yourself back up. Take your left arm down, bring your right arm up to your ear, bending over to your left side. Turn your head, look underneath the right armpit, and pull the air into the right side of the rib cage. Letting that right rib cage open up. And now release your neck, maybe shake it out a little bit. Make sure your jaw is relaxed. And again, maybe reach a little bit further to the left and inhale. Opening up the right side of the body. And one more time. And exhale, come up to sit. Take your arms in front of you. Bring the right arm underneath. Wrap them around. Clasp your palms if you can, or maybe you just come to the wrists, whatever's possible. And now pull those shoulder blades forward. Press the hands forward and reach up. Baby cow pose up to the ceiling. Inhale. And exhale, cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Open up your arms, shake them out. Take the left arm under, wrap the arms nice and strong, holding them, pushing the elbows forward so the back of the shoulder blades release, pushing the hands together. Lift up, baby cow pose, inhale. And exhale, baby cat pose. Inhale, opening up the front of the body. Exhale, push that air out through the back. Inhale, baby cow pose. And exhale, baby cat pose. Release the arms, shake them out. Now take the right arm up to the ear. Let the hand fall back to the middle of the back. Take the left arm out, internally rotate that shoulder and pull that into your back as well, as strong as you can. Maybe your fingers can touch and maybe they don't, that's okay. Inhale, lift the chest up, opening up the front of the rib cage. And exhale, baby cat pose. Inhale, up cow pose. Opening up the chest and the shoulders. And exhale, baby cat pose. Opening up the back of the rib cage. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Release your arms down. Take the left arm up to the ear. Reach the hand to the shoulder blades in the back. Take the right arm out. Internally rotate that arm. Pull it behind you. Maybe your fingers can touch or maybe they don't. It doesn't matter. It's teaching our arms to find this position. And now inhale, reaching the chest up, opening up that shoulder and the front of the rib cage. Inhale and exhale, baby cat pose. Inhale, lifting the chest up. Exhale, push the air into the back. Inhale, baby cow pose. Exhale, baby cat pose. Last time, inhale and exhale. Now take your hands down, take your legs out, sitting on your block or your blanket, and bring them out to just a small Upavista Konasana. And really keep your legs strong and flex the feet. And now we're just gonna take our right hand on the outside of our right knee, reach up, opening up the side of the left body. Inhale and exhale. Come on up to sit. Take the left hand down by the left knee, reach the right arm up, come over, bending, opening up the right side of the body further. Inhale and exhale. And now take your fingertips in front of you, keeping the chest high, and slowly walk the hands forward. And maybe this is just a tiny little movement right now. You're still in a bit of a cow pose. So your chest is high, your pelvis is open in the back, opening the sacrum. Push long through those heels. Feel the bones and the muscles pressing down into the ground. And maybe inhale. And on the exhale, maybe you can release just a little bit further. And walk the hands back. Pull your knees up, grab the block or blanket. Make sure you have a block on one side of your mat and a block on the other side of your mat. And come into all fours. Let's start just with some cat-cows in the pelvis. Now, of course, we just did a bunch of these, but let's just start really small. So just in the pelvis, and just get it moving. So we're not going super slow. We're actually gonna try and sort of heat the body from the inside out here. So I'm tucking in the belly and then releasing my pelvis, and tuck and release. And if you want to, maybe you even bring your breath and speed it up with these baby cat-cows, warming up the lower part of the spine, heating from the inside out. Pushing through the feet, pushing through the hands, and now take that into your shoulders. And just don't bring your neck in yet, just let that be relaxed. But now start really moving those shoulders. Go with your breath. And maybe it's a little bit faster because you're just warming up the body here. And now slowly bring the head into it. Remember to tuck that stomach in on the cat. Exhale, release the pelvis on the cow. And two more. 1 and 2. Bring your feet together. Push back into a little child's pose. Walk your hands forward. Let your forehead down on the ground and just massage your forehead a little bit, releasing all the tension there. Tense your fingers and just come up a little bit, lifting the chest, just looking slightly forward. And relax back down, roll your head on the mat, releasing the tension in your forehead. And come up to all fours. Untuck your toes, push back into a downward facing dog. And just start walking your dog immediately. Let's get those legs warmed up. Open up the back of the hamstrings. Make sure that your hands are shoulder width apart. Lift the pelvis up high. Push through the hands. And start to come a little bit slower. So you're holding each leg straight just a little bit longer on each side. And now bringing your left leg to straight, bend the right leg deeply, let it fall. And pushing through your hands, really push back into that left hip. And inhale. And exhale. Now come back into downward dog. Just keep the right leg straight. Bend the left knee deeply. Let it fall. So you're really pushing into that right hip to open it up. Inhale. And exhale. Come back to downward facing dog. Just slowly walk your hands to the back of the mat. Fold forward over your feet. Clasp your hands behind you and take them up and over the head. And if your hamstrings are still a little tight, maybe you just bend your knees a little bit here. Let the pelvis really push back, let the sacrum open. And wait for the hamstrings to come online. Release those shoulders and neck. Relax your jaw and tongue. And take your hands down. And now just switch the fingers, bringing the funny finger on top. And bring the hands back over. Release everything forward. Bring the hands down to the ground. Walk forward. And push back into downward facing dog. Extend your right leg up and back. Squeeze squeezing the butt, tucking in the stomach, really pushing through your hands. Bring the right foot forward between the hands, left knee down, untuck the toes. Make sure the weight is directly on the heel and the big toe of the front foot, pressing down into the back foot. Bring your arms out and up, crescent lunge. Reaching up to the sky, lifting the waist off of the hips. Inhale and exhale. Take your hands down, push back to your back foot. Slowly let the front leg come to straight. Bring those muscles, straighten that knee, and maybe you use your blocks here, or maybe you can have your fingers, and just gently release your body over the front leg. Don't push. Just breathe through it. Inhale. And exhale. And one more time, come forward, come to the fingertips first. Find the weight in your front foot and big toe and the weight in the back. Then reach your arms up and long, lifting your waist, lifting your ribcage off of your waist. Reach for the sky. Inhale. And exhale. And push back. Bringing the hands to the ground, flexing that foot. Fold forward. Releasing the hamstring. And come forward onto your fingers. Take that leg back, push back into downward facing dog. Walk the hands back to the back of your mat. And now walk your hands out to the side, to the right, and maybe you get to about 3 o'clock. Let the head fall. Opening up that left side of the waist. Inhale. And exhale. And now take your fingers around, take them to 9 or 10 o'clock on your left. Release the head and neck. Opening up the right side of the body. Inhale. And exhale. Walk your hands forward. Push back, downward facing dog. Lift the left leg up into the air. Squeeze the butt. Push through that heel. Pushing through your hands. Bring that foot between the hands at the front of your mat. Bend the right knee, untuck the toes, pressing into the heel and the big toe of the front foot, pressing through the whole foot in the back. Reach your arms out and up. Crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Inhale and exhale. And now take the arms out, push back on that left leg. Engage the left leg so it's nice and strong, and slowly come forward over that leg. Inhale. And exhale. And come forward, find the weight between your legs. Reach your arms up to the sky. The rib cage comes off of the waist. Inhale. And exhale. Push back. Bring the fingertips to the ground. Slowly fall over the front leg. Letting that hamstring release. And come forward, place your hands on the ground. Push back, downward facing dog. And take 2 full breaths. Pushing through the mound of the little finger and the mound of the thumb. Armpits turn into your ears. Pelvis lifts up. And slowly walk your hands to the front of the mat. Fall forward, Uttanasana. Reach your arms out, inhale, Utkatasana. Really sit back, let the tailbone drop. Have the weight in your heels, reaching the chest up. Inhale, come up, volcano pose, exhale, Tadasana. Reaching the arms up, inhale. Exhale, fall forward over your feet. Come halfway up, inhale. And exhale, step the right foot back and the left foot back. Push back into downward facing dog. Lift the right leg up, pull the knee, place it on the floor, and turn out to a side half Vashisthasana, pushing through the outer part of the left foot, pushing through the right arm, and now take that left arm long, reaching it really far over your head. Look up, inhale, and exhale. And now kickstand that right leg so you can push up, coming into gate pose. Keep this left leg strong, really pushing through the heel. Bring the forearm to the thigh. Reach over with your right arm. Oh, this is such a good stretch. Unbelievable. You should feel it through the hip, through the whole side of the right side of the body. Inhale. And exhale. Ooh, love that. Bring that back down. Push back into a downward facing dog. And lift the left leg up, squeeze the butt, push through those hands. Bring the knee down to the mat. Turn the right foot out. Bring the right arm up, pushing to the outside of the right leg, pushing through the left arm. Reach the right arm up. Bring the right arm all the way over the head. Look up to the sky. Inhale. And exhale. And now kickstand that left leg. Push up. Straighten this right leg. Flex that foot strong. Take your right forearm out. Place it on the leg. Reaching that left arm long and up and over. Really opening up the entire, from the hip all the way up the side of the body. And exhale. Push back into downward facing dog. Walk, step, or jump your feet to the front of the mat. Uttanasana, forward fold. Bend the knees, reach out and up. Utkatasana. Nice and deep. Sit down. Keep the chest high. Inhale, stand, Tadasana. And now I'm just going to switch sides of my mat. You guys don't have to switch. Come to the front of your mat. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Reach the arms up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Look up, come halfway up. And exhale, step the right foot back, left foot back. Push back into downward facing dog. Bring the right leg up, squeeze that butt, push through the middle finger and the thumb, keeping those hips square. Pull the knee between the hands, place the back foot, and come into Warrior One. Make sure you're really pushing into that back leg, squaring off the hips, and now reach the arms so the rib cage comes off of the waist. And you come into a little back bend. And now reach the arms out to the side, bringing that back foot just a touch, and come forward, Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. You might want your blocks here on either side if you want that, maybe just one in front of you. Take your right finger into that hip. Make sure your right hip is really pressing back so the hips are square. And then you're folding over and slowly release the head down. Inhale and exhale. And now come to stand. Parallel the feet to your mat, and I'm going to turn and face you. Parallel the feet to your mat. Take your hands to your hips, bending at the waist, pushing the sacrum back. Come all the way forward. Bring your hands to the ground. And walk over to your right leg. And fall forward over onto the right, opening up the left side of the body. And walk back to the center. Walk over to the left leg. Fold forward over that left leg. Inhale. And exhale. Bring your hands to your hips. Come up to stand. Turn your right foot in, your left foot out. Windmill the arms coming into warrior two. Push into the back heel and the back baby toe. Reach the right arm back over that leg. Bring the front arm down and let your nose fall over that middle finger as you gently release deeper into your warrior two. Stomach strong, butt strong. Take your right arm down, reach your left arm up, peaceful warrior. And circle the arms down. Bring the left leg up, push back into a downward dog split. And pull that leg back forward. Pull the left knee to the left wrist and come into pigeon pose. Find if you need a blanket underneath your butt here on your left hand side, put a blanket, put a block, whatever supports you in this pose, and slowly walk forward. And inhale. And exhale. And now take your arms, walk them out to 2 or 3 o'clock. Open up that left side, pushing further, opening up that rib. Inhale. And exhale. And now walk the hands around, coming all the way to 9 or 10 o'clock on the other side. Opening up the right side of the body, reaching. Inhale. And exhale. Come back, lift your left leg, push back into downward dog split. Pull that knee forward, place the foot, windmill the arms up, straighten the legs, reach the left arm forward, and bring your hand either to a block or onto your ankle, coming up to triangle pose. Inhale and exhale. And now bend that knee, grab your block, and just push out, or maybe you have to bring your foot in a couple of times, and then push that leg out about 90 degrees, pushing through the heel, then straighten the standing leg. And if you find your balance, go ahead and take your arm up. Half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. And bring that foot down and back. Coming into triangle pose. And release the hands down. Push back. Downward facing dog. Walk or jump to the front of your mat. Release Uttanasana, forward fold. Reach the arms out and up, Utkatasana. And come to stand, Tadasana. Let's do that on the left hand side. Reach the arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fall forward. Uttanasana. Look up, come halfway up. And exhale. Bring your left foot back and your right foot back. Push back into downward facing dog. Lift that left leg up nice and strong, pushing through the heel, pushing through the hands. Pull the knee forward. Release the right foot down. Come up into warrior one. Now push more into that back heel to help lift your chest off of your waist and reach into a little back bend. And straighten out that front leg. You might want to bring your back foot in just a little bit. And come forward. If you want to block, have your block. If not, bring your hands to the ground. Push through the big toe of the front foot. Still pushing through the back heel in the back. Let your body fold over that front leg. Inhale. And exhale. Come on up to stand. Parallel your feet, face me. Take your hands to the hips, bending at the hips, pushing the pelvis back. Bring your hands down. Take your peace fingers and bring them to your toes. So peace finger toe lock. Pull the elbows out to the sides. And maybe if you can't, maybe you have your head on a block here, or maybe 2 blocks, whatever you need to really feel that the backs of the legs are opening and the sides of the legs are pushing down and out. And let the body drop down. Inhale. And exhale. And bring the hands to the hips. Push the buttocks down. Come to stand. Turn in the left foot. Turn out the right foot. Windmill the arms, coming into warrior two. Push through the back foot. Reach that left arm back to the back of your mat while the right arm is reaching forward. Your nose is pointing over that forward finger. And now come more deeply over into that front leg. Take the left arm down, reach up, peaceful warrior. And windmill the arms down, bring them down to your mat. Push the right leg back, downward facing dog split. Pull that knee in, bringing it to your right wrist. Place it down, coming into pigeon pose on the right. Ekapada Raja Kapotasana. And slowly walk your hands forward. And if you need a block or a blanket underneath your right butt cheek, put it there for support. And inhale. And exhale. And now take the arms out long and slowly move them over to the left, opening up the right side of the body. Bring the breath into the right side of the rib cage, opening it up. And now walk your hands back through the center, over to the left, really opening up the left side of the body. And walk your hands back forward. Come up onto your fingertips, untuck the toes, lift that right knee, push it back. Downward facing dog split. Pull that knee forward between the hands. Windmill the arms up. Coming into triangle pose, reach the right arm forward. Come forward over the right leg. Pushing through this hip here. Put your hand on your wrist or on a block if you need it. Reach up and get a little, see if you can get a little baby back bend as you twist against the left leg. And bend that knee. And maybe you take a couple of hops, or maybe you just reach out, place your hand on the block, and come to Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose, whoops, on the left. And inhale. And exhale. Slowly let that left leg down, coming back into triangle pose. And reach the arms up. Bring them back forward to the ground. Whoopsie, all over the place. And push back into downward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale. And bend the knees, walk, step, or jump to the front of the mat. Full forward, Uttanasana. Reach the arms out and up. Utkatasana, really let the pelvis release, and then the butt tuck under, stomach in. Reach up, inhale, exhale, Tadasana. And now come and have a seat on your mat. Come into Baddha Konasana, bring your feet together. Take your hands behind you and just lift up and wiggle that waist long. Let the legs just fall open and relax back down. Bring the hands forward and start to walk them forward, keeping your chest high. And let the knees come up if they need to come up. Release the neck, release the jaw. Inhale, bringing the air into the back, opening it up. And now just walk the arms over to the right. Reaching through that left side, bring the air into the left side of the rib cage and the back. Inhale and exhale. And come through the center again, reaching over to the left. Reaching that right arm long, opening up the right side of the body. Inhale. And exhale. Come back center. Walk your hands back. Pull in the knees. Reach them out in front. Dandasana, pose of the staff. Chest is high, legs are long. Bring them back in, Baddha Konasana. And take them out, Upavista Konasana. Heels are really pushing out. Let the muscles of the legs wrap around the bones, holding them tight. Take your right forearm to your knee and calf. Reach that left arm really high, reaching over to the right. And maybe if you can, maybe you can even grab the outside of the foot and twist and look up and under that left arm. And release back up. Take the left forearm, bring it to the knee and calf, placing it on the floor, reaching the right arm up and long, opening up the right side of the body, pushing through those heels. Now maybe you can even reach the outside of the foot and then try and go into like a little back bend, pushing against that leg to open up the side of that body. And bring the arms up. And one last time, walk the hands forward, holding the stomach in. Let the muscles wrap around the bones of the legs so that you can release forward, pushing through the heels. Inhale and exhale, and walk your hands back. And now we're going to do splits pose. But I want you to have both of your blocks, and you can try it, only go as far as you'd like, but there's a really wonderful way to just open up your hips for a splits pose, and I want to show that to you. So start off with them on the highest height, and just come into basically what was Anjayanasana, or crescent moon. So the left leg is back, the knee is down, the foot is untucked, and now I'm going to use these as my braces. And I'm just going to take my toes and slowly start to walk out my front foot and bring it straight. And maybe this is where you are. And that's completely fine. And just stay there and feel that in your body. And then maybe after a couple of inhales and exhales, you start to let that leg release a little bit more. It has to release in the front leg hamstring, and it has to release in the back leg in the hip. So you just have to sit with this and just inhale and exhale. And maybe if you can come all the way down, release the body forward over the legs. Come up, take the arms up. Release it down. Press into your blocks. Pull the front leg into the body, nice and easy. And just come into Vajrasana, sitting on your feet. Relax those legs, shake them out. And let's try for the other side. So again, the right knee is down. You're coming into what looks like a crescent lunge. Right knee is down. The right toes are pushing into the back of the floor. You have your blocks. Those are supporting you. And you're slowly wiggling your toes out forward. Now this side is a lot tighter for me. I think I tore my hamstring on this side when I was younger. A lesson for all the 20-year-olds for sure. That just never go. Didn't feel like anything in my 20s, but it sure feels like something now. And breathe in and breathe out. And you know what? This is where I am today. And that's completely fine. This is just a practice. You're allowing your body to let go and just relax. Keeping the legs strong. Again, the muscles are holding the bones. So really engage those muscles. And even so, maybe you can just, if you've got the strong arms, just slowly come forward a little bit, come back. Just trying a little bit to open up those hips. That's where it's going to be today. And slowly pull that front leg in to meet the back. Take your blocks, put them by your mat right here. Sit down behind your feet. Come into Baddha Konasana. Lift the hips up, shake out those legs. That's a hard one. Release it down. Stretch the legs forward. Dandasana, pose of the staff. This always feels so good and strong. I love this pose. And Baddha Konasana. And now come on to your back. Bring the block. Place it under your sacrum on the lowest height. Take your elbows into the ground so they're nice and strong, and just push a little bit so your chest rises and your shoulders push down into the ground. And now maybe bring your right foot up and your left foot up. And your legs don't have to be straight. They can be bent, whatever feels right for you. Or maybe they're just out a little bit further. Maybe they're not directly over you. Stay on the sacrum. And inhale. And exhale. Let that blood come back out of the legs, pulsing through the body. Maybe you flex and point your feet. And now bend the knees. Straighten the arms and just place the knees into the palms of your hands and just let them relax. And place the feet down on the ground. Take your block out from under you. Lift your right leg up, bend it, place the ankle onto the thigh of the left. Take your arms out to 90 degrees and just let those legs come over to the right side. Take your head and let it turn to the left. Inhale and exhale. come on back up. Extend the right leg, release that down. Press through that foot, lift the left leg, bring the ankle to the thigh, and then let those legs fall to the left as you let your right shoulder fall down and your head turn to the right. Inhale. And exhale. And bring the legs back up. Release that left leg. Maybe you bring your legs into a nice happy baby. Arms out on the sides, or maybe they're in between. Just rock back and forth, massaging the kidneys, massaging the back of the rib cage. Maybe even go a little bit further, massage a little bit of the sides of the rib cage. And slowly come to a stop. Bring your legs down. Take the feet out to the full width of the mat. Take the arms out. Wrap the right arm on top. Give yourself a big hug. Loosening the shoulder blades in the back. Relaxing the neck, the jaw. Let the tongue fall to the bottom of the mouth. And just let the spine fall back into place. Let the sacrum drop. Let the femur bones drop back into the hip sockets. Let the belly be soft. And open up the arms. Bring the left arm over the top. Pull out the skin from the back. Opening up those shoulder blades. Giving yourself a nice hug. Relax everything down. Let it settle. Let the pool of the belly settle. And take your legs out long. Flex the feet. Reach the arms out to the top of your mat. Extend, reaching through the fingers to Doggy Mudra, Pawn Pose. Let that spine settle back into its natural curves. All the bones going back into their sockets naturally. The belly is released and relaxed. And relax the heels down, the calves, the thighs, the knees. Relax the belly. Slowly bring your arms down, releasing them out long. Let the shoulders fall down to the ground, coming into Shavasana, corpse pose. Come back to your breath. See if there's any place in your body that maybe needs to loosen just a little bit more, or maybe needs a quick adjustment. And just do that for yourself now. And let the body drop into the ground even more. Bring attention to the head, the weight of the skull being supported by gravity. The forehead skin falling back and down. The cheeks, the nose. The tongue is loose and falling to the bottom of the mouth. The jaw is slack. Throat, the collarbones, tops of the arms, elbows, the forearms, the curve in the palms of your hand, each little finger, stomach, the hips, tops of the thighs, the hamstrings, each knee, your calves, your ankles, your arches, and all 26 bones, your feet. This is the time that you have to give your body to heal. Slowly twinkle your fingers and your toes. Feel even just how that little tiny movement brings little energizing feelings through the rest of your body. And let each movement have that power. So now move the wrists and the ankles and feel more of that good energy coming in back into the body. Then bring it into the elbows and the knees. Maybe you receive some deeper breaths. Slowly pull the feet up and place them on your mat, nice and easy, being very gentle with your body. Take the right arm up over the head, let it relax onto the ground. Slowly let the legs drop over to the right side, letting the left arm fall onto the ground. The head falls and is supported by your right bicep. Let the belly relax. Couple of last happy little moments where your body is just completely relaxed. And very gently push yourself up, letting your head come up last, so you're not bringing any tension into the neck. Grab a block or your blanket, come to a comfortable seat. Bring your hands into prayer pose in front of you, Anjali Mudra. Keep your head still and dropped. Thank yourself and your body for being here and for doing this practice, for giving you time to relax, to breathe, to open up and bring wonderful, energizing energy to the body. Energizing energy, doesn't make sense. And deepen your inhale. I'm going to close this practice with Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om peace peace peace. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. You can find me on Instagram at rising.yoga. I do post videos, workout videos, exercise videos, and yoga videos on my Instagram page. And I hope to see you soon. It was lovely practicing with you. Peace. Have a wonderful Saturday and Sunday.